The Jenn Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life, is an inspirational hour that'll take you on an epic metaphysical journey to discover the spiritual approach to life's greatest challenges. Dr. Jenn Royster is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Get ready to be transformed from Dr. Jenn's live guided healing meditations and intuitive readings, and unveil the power of connecting to spirit, the angels, and your higher self. Dr. Jenn is passionate about helping you find the answers you're looking for through an inward journey that'll strengthen your connection to spirit and help you trust your intuition. Now, here's your host, Dr. Jenn Royster.
Hello, it's great to be back. I'm Dr. Jenn, and today it's all about the month of August coming up, because once a month we always do the angel guidance and messages for the coming month, for the one that's coming up. So here we are, July 30, doing this one, and in a couple of days we have August coming around, and boy, have we had quite the July with energy, and we have 5 retrogrades. And look it up because that's a whole different topic in astrology. But, it's interesting. I've been following that a little bit because in January, I did a quick overview of every single month with the angel guidance for the entire year, something I do every year, for all of 2015. And it is I didn't know, I didn't look that far ahead on some of that alignment with those energies. It's falling right in line. To me, that's amazing, and it validates that I was picking it up clearly, and for me personally. So I deliver what I receive, and, you're going to take what works for you, and some of it may not. You may not find that you're relating to some of it, but some of it you will. I mean, everybody's different. The thing here is the biggest, if I had to put August into one word from everything that I have that's come in for this show, it would be flexible, flexibility. But this is a good thing, really. And I bring up the retrogrades, and I have been bringing up what's been going on with that because it is affecting us. And then tomorrow on July 31st, we have a blue moon, which the moon is not going to be blue, but it means we have 2 in the same month. That's a lot of full moon energy in one month, not to mention everything else going on. So with the retrogrades, now, just to remind everybody, every planet has a different focus with energy. So learning what that planet is about helps you understand what that retrograde is doing for you. Like I said, go look that up. But that would be a year of shows, but that's not my specialty. Mine is bringing you the angel guidance for that. And I love it because it shows and validates to me. They prove themselves to me. And I feel very humbled. It's like, okay, this is what I'm getting. And then that side of me that, believe it or not, you have all that skeptic inside of you when you do this. People don't think we are, but we're very skeptical. We want to know if we're accurate or not as well. And it pops right up and shows me. So I'm a bit excited about that because I know, wholeheartedly, I'm giving you as clear of a channel as I can possibly be. And that I know is the right way to approach this. Now, Archangel Michael came in very strong for the month of August. Okay. He did come in strong for the month of August. And after July, going into those retrogrades, we're reflecting back in different areas of life. And some of them are quite challenging. We've had the emotions thrown in with 2 full moons and different planetary alignments there. This is all, in a very positive way, can help you. For some of you that are feeling like, are you kidding me? This is challenging the heck out of me. Is it ever going to stop? I feel like I'm getting hit from one wave right after the next, and you can't come up for air. It can feel overwhelming if you have a lot that it's bringing to your attention. Let me put it that way. And it's going to bring to your attention what you need to work on. Michael comes in because he wants you to know, I'm here with you. I'm going to help you stay strong. You can do this. However, we are not going to find the answers outside of ourselves. This is really bringing us to a place where we have to turn inward. We can't avoid turning inward and learning how to trust what we receive and pick up. I see it kind of funneling us into that, whether we want to be or not. That was the strongest thing that I saw, was whether you want to turn inward or not, you're going to have some experience where you need to do that. And it can be a very positive experience. It can challenge you if you resist it. But this is a time to learn who you are. And I've been saying that for a couple of months because that seems to be a focus for the year. But you can do it safely. You can learn to trust. And when I give intuitive readings, which you're always welcome to call in to the show during this hour, when I am doing that, I am helping you with your energy, but not to tell you what to do. Okay, because I'm trying to help everyone know that they want to trust their own intuition. More than likely, if there's something of a focus going on for you, it can help clarify that message to you. And it will bring the information you need in that moment. And I'm just a messenger for that. So I will ask and they will give me what they want you to know. And there you go. It's interesting because I've had people go, well, can't you just tell me what to do? No, that's not my calling. That's not what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be helping you learn how to trust yourself. That is one of the main focuses of my work, is to help you feel comfortable within yourself and know that self-discovery and know that you have a powerful, powerful connection that can help you. And you can be contributing and be an amazing outcome here. So when we come back, we're going to be coming back here. We're going to take a short break here in just about a minute. So if you are calling in, we see you there. And we will bring on a caller when we come back in. But one of the things that you want to just learn to accept here is who you are, and know that you have ups and downs, and you have a cranky mood one day. You're not going to be this, positive, picture perfect, everything every day. It's learning how to roll with all of that. So I'm going to help you with that during this show. And if you do want to call in, we're talking about insightful dreams, which I will bring up when we come back as well, and angel guidance and messages for the month coming up in August of 2015. I'm Dr. Jenn. You're listening to The Jenn Royster Show. We'll be right back after the break.
Tune in to The Jenn Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life. This amazing show is an inspirational hour that will take you on an epic metaphysical journey to discover the spiritual approach to life's greatest challenges. Dr. Jenn is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Call in for intuitive readings and visit JennRoyster.com for more information.
Are you ready
Ready to feel empowered and trust your own intuition? Now you can learn how with intuitive counselor and spiritual teacher Dr. Jenn Royster. Intuition, the 8th Chakra Connection, is a 4-week online workshop that's highly recommended for those ready to take their intuition to the next level. This intensive workshop will explore the access point to spirit, known as the seat of the soul. Learn how to connect with your higher self and the angelic realm. Explore the Akashic records or a past life. Learn at your own pace with access to your workshop at any time. Sign up now for Intuition, the 8th Chakra Connection at JennRoyster.com. JennRoyster.com.
Are you overwhelmed by other people's energy? Do you constantly suffer with emotional drain, exhaustion, or physical illness? You may be highly sensitive to energy and not aware of your powerful connection to spirit. Dr. Jenn Royster is an intuitive spiritual counselor and energy healer that works with the angelic realm and has helped thousands of empathic souls successfully release negative energies, reclaim their personal power, and thrive. Life is to be enjoyed, not just endured. Book your private phone session today at JennRoyster.com.
And we are back. I'm Dr. Jenn. You're listening to The Jenn Royster Show. If you are just tuning in with us, our topic today is insightful dreams and angel guidance messages for August of 2015. So I've been delivering those. And we have a couple of callers in the queue. And I'm going to get right to you. Just hang on 1 minute. Quickly, I want to address that there are going to be interesting dreaming. Okay. We have all these full moons and, a lot of people will dream more during that full moon. One of the strongest messages that Michael brought through for August is pay attention to those dreams, feelings, and emotions. There's answers within that you're looking for. I want to make sure I say that. One of the things he wanted me to make sure I said before we even start with the callers. So on that note, let's bring on our first caller. We have, let's see, Brian, we have Rose from New York. Let's bring Rose on.
And you're live on the air with Jen. What's your question?
Hi, I had a question in regards to moving.
Okay, to moving.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify a little bit. I know that I am supposed to move, and I would prefer to leave the area about late fall. But my problem is that I think my house has a mold problem. And I don't know if I need to move again until I move permanently, or if I should just
a mold
move earlier out of the area.
Yeah. You have quite a bit coming your way. It's going to get very busy for you. Does it feel like that?
Yes.
Yeah, it does. The health issue as far as, living in the home with mold, that is something to take as a self-care and priority. Okay, but what I picked up for you before you came on the air, because I saw you and then I do that before you even come on, is you have a lot of assistance coming your way and open to receive, and don't be afraid that it won't be there. That was the biggest thing. I got a lot of positive for you in all of this. Yes, there's a big career or something, opportunity. I mean, the move is something. Yeah, I picked up that you were changing gears on the career. Does that make sense?
I am changing gears, yeah.
Okay, that's what I picked up, which is why the move, I'm assuming. So here's the thing. It's all going to work out positively for you because you're moving and your changes are aligning with where you need to be in this moment of your life and soul journey. Mm-hmm. So when I say that, that means that everything with the situation about whether you should move before you move, with the situation of the house, that does sound like that might be a temporary thing. It sounds like that might be something that you may need to put your belongings into something that can just simply move one more time. A lot of people do that, that pod thing or something. They just put everything in there. The mold, yes, that has to be addressed because that is a self-care and a self-love. And I feel that's how they're bringing that to me very, very strongly. Michael comes through really strong, and he keeps showing me kind of like it's almost like protect, because you have so many incredible things coming your way. He keeps showing me like an abundance of a lot of great things that are coming and changing for you. But it's so important that you make a choice that's going to be self-care and take care of you positively. Don't put yourself on the back burner right now. So it might mean putting it in a temporary storage and, a short temporary stay somewhere to make sure the mold is taken care of. Obviously, that is a health concern and you would want to take care of that. But he was saying it was because you need to show that you have self-care and self-love. And that self-care and self-love is going to also be coming back to you tenfold right behind it with all of these changes coming up for you. Is that making sense? And I'm hoping that clarifies that question.
It is, but I just had two kind of little questions around that with the move. Like one is that I could move in with my boss. I just don't know if that's a good idea for a couple months. She's redoing a room, so it should be pretty clear of mold. But I'm afraid if I leave this house, that I am going to be missing out on a love opportunity that's opening up.
So, yeah, okay. And it goes right back to that same answer. He's saying you don't want to have fear in any of this right now. You don't want to have fear in any of it. Now, they're not going to tell you to move in or stay or move out or stay. The angels won't tell you what to do. They're telling you the focus needs to be, a priority needs to be on a self-love, and then love will come back to you in all ways. Financially, romance, it comes back to you in many different areas of life. Relationships, you being taken care of and provided in a happy life. So they keep bringing me back to the self-care, self-love. And a fear would be a lower frequency that would hold you stagnant and stuck. So we don't want to be in a fear, you see. So being afraid that you might lose something is the insecurity popping up, showing you, well, why would I feel like that? If it's that weak, do I really want that? And these are just questions that are coming up to ask yourself. So, yeah, it's pretty much he's bringing it back to the same thing. Make the choice on moving out sooner or not based on self-care, self-love, on nothing else but that. That's there. But I can't keep taking like a lot of questions on a radio show. I'm sorry, I've run out of time. But that's what he's doing. He's bringing it to that, like, make your choices on that, not based on anybody else.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. But they won't tell you what to do because that would be manipulating you. And you don't want to be manipulated, and you don't want someone else to manipulate you. You don't want to feel like your choices are based on what somebody else may or may not do. Think about it that way. Because this energy that we're in right now, and that's a very good example of what we're talking about for August, is looking at things in all these different perspectives and looking at it from a place where, wait a minute, maybe I wasn't seeing it clearly before, because it's flipping it all upside down and we're looking at everything a different way while we reflect. So you're doing a lot of reflection too with your choices, but you have an incredible opportunity coming up. And so, yeah, keep it within you right now for that. I'm not saying you're not going to have any relationships. It's just more it can't be based on what somebody else might do. That's what he's saying to me. Yeah, I hope that makes sense.
It does. Thank you so much for your help.
Your question was great for the topic today, and thank you for calling in, because it does feel like, gosh, I feel like I don't know which way to go. And that's happening everywhere across the board for a lot of people, because it's forcing us to go within and trust what we feel is the right thing to do. I don't want to say force, but it is. It's kind of cornering us, this retrograde thing, and all of the energy coming through. And that's what we're dealing with this coming month, the next few weeks. So you're right in the pocket. And the outcome is this incredible life waiting for you if you keep it, go inward and know what's right for you inside. And that's your answer right there. What feels right to you. And that's it right there, Rose. Right. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, wow, boy, that was an incredible, she's in an incredible situation. There is so many positives coming through for her. And honestly, that is what I saw. And it's interesting that she called in today, because when I was going through the entire outline for the show today, it was saying that in general for all of us, where no, you have to go in, you have to turn in, you have to do that self-discovery, you have to meditate, you have to know that you can reevaluate a situation, things like that, listening to those dreams, listening to those emotions. Watch out for the fear monger, though. Watch out for that one, because fear just causes everything to stop. And then instead of flowing, it reminds me of water. Instead of flowing water, which is fresh and clean, it's a stagnant water, which that's not so good. So fear will make you just not choose. And if you did choose out of fear, don't choose anything out of fear. Let me put it that way. And that's for all of us. You don't want to choose based on fear, because now your outcome is going to have a low frequency already attached to it. And we are in a time where we're going to feel out of our comfort zone a lot. You're going to feel like you're being pushed to do a lot of things very, very quickly. And you're going to feel like, well, what's this challenge? Like for Rose, it was that mold in the house. Now I've got to make a choice. That challenge is teaching her something. And that challenge is a great example for all of us that, wow, okay, now I'm in this situation where I got to make a decision here, and I got to let go and worry about fear of the outcome. And they're saying, we've got all this waiting for you. We've got this great, incredible life waiting for you, but you have to go inward. And this really does apply to all of us. I've been having to do this as well. And I could not believe it, because I thought, oh, wow, this is just an amazing experience. And, I just recently, and we're getting ready to go to break, and then I will bring the next caller on when we come back. So hang in there. We have an opportunity every morning when you wake up to choose for that day to be the best day ever. And, we've heard that before, but now's the time to really apply that. You'd be surprised how quickly the energy of your day will shift. And even if it's a tough, challenging day, how much better that day will end up at the end of the day. With that note, think about that. Think about what you could say right now for your day to make it go in a fantastic way. Now, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll bring another caller on. Our topic today is insightful dreams and angel guidance and messages for the upcoming month of August 2015. I'm Dr. Jenn. You're listening to The Jenn Royster Show. We will be right back.
Tune in to The Jenn Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life. This amazing show is an inspirational hour that will take you on an epic metaphysical journey to discover the spiritual approach to life's greatest challenges. Dr. Jenn is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Call in for intuitive readings and visit JennRoyster.com for more information. Are you ready to feel empowered and trust your own intuition? Now you can learn how with intuitive counselor and spiritual teacher Dr. Jenn Royster. Intuition, the 8th Chakra Connection, is a 4-week online workshop that's highly recommended for those ready to take their intuition to the next level. This intensive workshop will explore the access point to spirit, known as the seat of the soul. Learn how to connect with your higher self and the angelic realm. Explore the Akashic records or a past life. Learn at your own pace with access to your workshop at any time. Sign up now for Intuition, the 8th Chakra Connection at JennRoyster.com. JennRoyster.com.
Are you overwhelmed by other people's energy? Do you constantly suffer with emotional drain, exhaustion, or physical illness? You may be highly sensitive to energy and not aware of your powerful connection to spirit. Dr. Jenn Royster is an intuitive spiritual counselor and energy healer that works with the angelic realm and has helped thousands of empathic souls successfully release negative energies, reclaim their personal power, and thrive. Life is to be enjoyed, not just endured. Book your private phone session today at JennRoyster.com.
And we are back. I'm Dr. Jenn. You're listening to The Jenn Royster Show. And our topic today is insightful dreams and angel messages and guidance for the upcoming month of August 2015. Now, when I say dreams, there's going to be information coming to some of you. Not everybody feels that they get that like that. But if you seem to be very active in your dreams, you really want to pay attention to them and write them down. Look for the nuances and the metaphor in that. Your emotions, that feeling, that strong, repetitive feeling is very important. And Michael is very specific about the answers that you seek are in the feelings and emotions and dreams. The dreams need to be paid attention to. August is about turning inward, really reflecting inside to what you feel inside. And it may not sync with anybody else out there. You may feel like you're the only one that thinks that way. And it's going to challenge you, probably more than anybody, to trust it, because you have to trust what's coming from within you. And this is a time that we will all benefit after the challenging feeling in the dark to trust what we're feeling. Now, on that note, let's bring on the next caller, Brian. We have Dora from Michigan.
Hello.
Hi, Dora.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Good to talk to you. So what have you got going on?
Well, I had a dream, and I actually brought it in when I woke up. And what I woke up seeing was a gentleman, and he looked like he was Buddhist. He was literally he was wearing gold and white draped around him, and he was sitting like almost like a lotus position kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he had his hands cupped, like healing. I almost felt like he was either showing me how to do something or actually maybe helping me, one or the other. But I didn't know which. I almost feel like he was showing me. But I was wondering what your intake might be on that as well.
Okay. That's an awesome dream for you. That I love that. Now, I was writing my notes while you were describing that dream. First of all, if we were to, and you let me know if that clicks, because you're the one that's going to know if that resonates with you. Okay. But this is what I was picking up. Well, first of all, Buddha was about compassion. Okay. Compassion for the self is what I'm feeling for you. Also, you have a lot of compassion for a lot of things, but are you having enough for yourself? The meditation was very obvious. Dora, are you meditating? Are you doing it regularly, even if it's 5 minutes a day?
I have a hard time with it. I think me and you discussed that before. I just, for some reason,
right, yeah,
I'll do a meditation.
Let me show you.
Yeah, it's an issue for me.
Okay,
I don't know if it's because I'm wiped out at the end of the day that I literally will start into it, and then next thing you know, I'm falling asleep. It's like, oh my God.
You know what?
I feel like I'm not.
Yeah, and so here we go with the perspectives, because Archangel Gabriel comes right in. You need to do it the opposite time of the day.
Early in the morning.
Like when you first get up, when you first awaken, even if it's before you actually get out of bed, 5 minutes.
Gotcha.
Mind.
It's funny when you said that. You know who I'm thinking of? Deepak Chopra always says he meditates 2 hours from 4 o'clock in the morning till.
Yeah, well, I do.
And I'm thinking,
morning.
Dude, I can't do that.
No, you don't need to do 2 hours. I mean, I have a couple of hours that I'll do, but I don't always have that every day. But I love having that. But all you really need is 5 to 15 minutes. You don't need to sit for hours and hours and hours. And you could even start by lightening up on yourself. But I'm really recommending, if you're trying to do it in the evening, your mind is full of the day and the energy of all of the things that are in the day.
Right.
Your mind is still in a state of boom, 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 go, 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 go. What's on the list for tomorrow? When you first awaken in the morning, before you even, I would start this way for you. I really would. I wouldn't even get up yet. When you first wake up, usually we're laying there at least 5-10 minutes before we actually pop right up.
Right, just struggling, deciding when I'm going to move.
That's the perfect time for you. When you're in that half sleep, half slumber, that's the perfect meditative time for you.
Gotcha.
It really
I
is.
change
5 minutes is all you need to start with, and just allow yourself to have that before the rest of the day is tugging at you. It's a very good time for you, because when we're coming out of sleep, a lot of times we have a lot of dream activity in that wee hour of the morning right before we're going to wake up, or it's that time where you have those dreams, or you wake up and then you fall back asleep and you seem to go right back into the dream or keep going.
Right.
That is a meditative state of mind.
Right.
I'm suggesting.
I noticed 2 real big things that have happened to me where I've woken up and brought it. I mean, literally, as I'm waking up, I'm still seeing it. I'm seeing him.
Yep. Yeah, you've been doing your homework. Kudos, girl. You've been working on this, and so it's starting to, resonate in your act. What it's interesting is when you are bringing it with you, you say into your wake state, you're not disconnecting from your spiritual sight. You're keeping it versus sometimes we try to see it with our physical eyes. It's going to disappear as soon as you do that. You're staying in the state of mind to connect with it.
I was literally, I had my eyes open, but literally I could see him. He was wearing gold and white draped around him. Like
the
a
gold and white are significant colors for you. The gold and white, that gold is pretty advanced. And, the white obviously is a high, spiritual color. We use the white as a divine color. The gold is, it keeps drawing me to the metal gold. Do you have any gold jewelry?
I have an asphyxiation with the color gold.
No, okay.
I actually do. My family hates it because every year for Christmas, everything is gold. I said, I can't change it. I have to have gold. I don't know why, but it's got to stay gold.
That's a color. It's an energy of that color for you. And honestly, if you were to even, use that color when you close your eyes, visualizing gold, feeling the gold, just the gold is a color of higher frequency for you, because that's a good one. Stay with the gold for your meditations. So it's all combined. You saw this visual of Buddha. So it's like lighten up on yourself a little bit and do it at an easier time of day where it won't be so hard to start connecting. And as you start anchoring into that more and more and more, it's just going to make it so much easier for you to just naturally go there. I mean, for you to bring the vision all the way to the wake state and you stayed with the vision is incredible.
This is the second time
it's
happened.
Working. You are improving your connection, but change the time of day.
The first time it happened was a little different.
I'm sorry?
Oh, I said the first time it happened, it was different. It was, I felt I was in a bright light, bright light, and it came through, and I was in front of somebody, and you almost felt like you had to put your head down like you were in front of Jesus. I swear to God, that's the way it felt. And this energy of love and light went through my entire body, and I brought that when I woke up into my wake-up state. And I was just I was crying because it was like, wow, and it wasn't anything that you were scared of or anything. It was you, I guess, were in front of somebody very powerful and holy. I guess that's the best way I can describe it to you.
You were feeling very high frequency, ascended. You're feeling ascended master frequencies. Do you realize that seems to be a common denominator in both of those experiences? And you can ask them to work with you. Absolutely.
Okay.
And they will, because they can transcend through different frequencies and states of consciousness because they're ascended masters. They can do that. So it makes sense that you would keep seeing them too.
I do keep this. Yeah, 2 big times with that, and it's like, oh wow, that to me it was amazing. Of course,
it is amazing, and I love that you called in and you're sharing that. But your vision, definitely. Gold white meditation, he's showing you with that. You said his hands were together in a cup form.
They were cupped over, like when you try to heal somebody with Reiki, that kind of a thing. That's what it reminded me of, like your hands, how they cup together.
Yes.
That's what he was doing. That's what I was watching him do.
Oh, I love that. And your frequency, it feels like your frequency deep within is in a self-healing active mode right now. I feel like because you're healing inside, people being around your frequency will help them as well, because people are going to start responding to you differently when you start to resonate with frequencies like that. Mm-hmm. Because that's going to, when you are filled with love, you draw in love, And so, that is like your cup floweth over in love and healing is what I was feeling from that. And he's showing you, but meditation is on your list, but definitely the different time of day is going to be huge for you. I think you're going to find that you're going to have even more interesting insights.
That's on my list for right away in the morning.
There you go. It's like now you can't go to sleep because you can't wait for in the morning, but it's my favorite time of day. I love my morning time before my day fills up. And because when I'm doing something like this, I'm filled with all the energy and what I'm picking up for everyone else. But in the morning, it's just me and spirit. And I'm getting, we have to nourish ourselves with that self-love and our internal connection. And then we can give that out to the world. So I don't feel like I could start my day any other way or do this. Yeah. So anyway, we have to go to break again. My goodness. Dora, thank you so much for calling in. And I'm giving you a big kudos because you've been really working on your connection and your insights and they're working. It's coming through.
Well, I'm going to throw it out there. I took one of your classes, so if anybody's interested, they should do the same as well. That will help them the same way.
Yeah, that's right. She was talking about the 8th chakra class that we have online at my website if you want to see what she's talking about. But she's been working with that. So we have to go to break. Okay. I hear you,
thank you,
Brian.
Dr. Jenn.
I hear you. All right. Thank you, Dora. You're listening to the Jenn Royster Show. I'm Dr. Jenn, and our topic today is Insightful Dreams and Angel Messages for August of 2015. We'll be right back after the break.
Tune in to the Jenn Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life. This amazing show is an inspirational hour that will take you on an epic metaphysical journey to discover the spiritual approach to life's greatest challenges. Dr. Jenn is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Call in for intuitive readings and visit JennRoyster.com for more information. Are you ready to feel empowered and trust your own intuition? Now you can learn how with intuitive counselor and spiritual teacher Dr. Jenn Royster. Intuition, the 8th Chakra Connection, is a 4-week online workshop that's highly recommended for those ready to take their intuition to the next level. This intensive workshop will explore the access point to spirit, known as the seat of the soul. Learn how to connect with your higher self and the angelic realm. Explore the Akashic records or a past life. Learn at your own pace with access to your workshop at any time. Sign up now for Intuition, the 8th Chakra Connection at JennRoyster.com. JennRoyster.com.
Are you overwhelmed by other people's energy? Do you constantly suffer with emotional drain, exhaustion, or physical illness? You may be highly sensitive to energy and not aware of your powerful connection to spirit. Dr. Jenn Royster is an intuitive spiritual counselor and energy healer that works with the angelic realm and has helped thousands of empathic souls successfully release negative energies, reclaim their personal power, and thrive. Life is to be enjoyed, not just endured. Book your private phone session today at JennRoyster.com.
And we are back for our last segment. Boy, these shows move fast. I'm Dr. Jenn. You're listening to the Jenn Royster Show. And it's been, an interesting read for the month of August because, I had all kinds of things and they lined it up for us. So just to recap here for the month of August, okay, Michael came in very strong for you want to turn inward. This is going to be the most important thing you can do. All of the challenges, the mental, the unexpected changes in your life, feeling like not sure where to go, what to do. This is a time that all of this retrograde is reflecting us back in. We have to go back in and see things from a different perspective, try on different hats, so to speak, try on different, like, well, what if I was this way? Or what if I looked at it this way? And put yourself in different shoes and look at it from all different angles. And going inward and doing that little bit of meditation like Dora and I were talking about in the last caller is going to be huge for you. If you're having trouble with it, I recommend trying what we were talking about with the last caller, Dora, is first thing in the morning before you even start moving, just give yourself 5 minutes in that slumber. And that's when it's going to be the easiest for you. And then build on it from there. Advice that came in that was so strong for this upcoming month is, this is definitely a meditative turning inward, listening to your own intuition, the dreams, what's going on with those dreams? Are you having those crazy dreams? Look for the metaphor. For example, if you have a lot of water around you, that's usually, for me, that's an emotion. What if you're out there with a bunch of sharks and you feel like something's going to happen to you? That would be representing the fear. It's not literal. And then, before you go to sleep, ask for information to come through. And because intuition and spirit angels, your guardian angel, your guides, the divine, they'll bring information to you if you ask. And dreaming, you're in a state of subconscious where it's easiest to reach you. Loved ones that have crossed over will do that as well. So, allow the dreaming. Don't be afraid of dreams that seem to be intense. Nightmares really freak people out, but nightmares have very important information in them. And I want to say that. They have such important information, but most of the time it is not literal. Now, repetitive, pay attention to that. If you're reliving something that's something a little bit different, that might be a trauma issue. But look at where you can go inward and start to apply and trust your own intuition and choices that are right for you inside. Don't be afraid to be who you really are. That's probably the biggest fear for a lot of people out there is what's somebody else going to think if I do this? We're being challenged with that. A lot of us are. We're being challenged with what's everybody going to think? I know, boy, do I know what that feels like. I had to do that when I finally decided to just be doing what I'm doing on a radio show that's broadcast all over the world. I came from a place where you don't want to let people know that. Well, I've had to really bust out of that shell, so I know what that feels like. But I have to say, I may have lost a lot of different relationships in my life because that was just too much for them. But at the same time, I love them more. I send them a lot of love, but I am a lot happier. And I know that if I had to do it all over again, I would. I don't regret the choices that I've made and the things that I've learned from all of my challenges, all the people I've met along the way. Look at those challenges as something that you can learn and grow and turn inward and trust that insight, because you're going to have a few, that's the way this is. The energy's moving fast with all those retrogrades. It's really going to make you look at things a lot. Then you have all these full moons. And so, when you see that blue moon tomorrow, just say, thank you for the energy you give me, just kind of embrace that energy of that full moon and allow the things that feel awkward to just be with you a little bit more than you're used to doing. Don't ignore it. Don't scuff it under the rug. be with that energy that's a little more uncomfortable and just learn that this is a side of you that needs love too. This may be a side of someone else you know that needs love too. Because when you can do the self-love inside, you got a lot of love you can give the world. And that's what we need to be doing right now, is putting a lot of love out there. So for those that are interested in working on intuition, just since Dora mentioned it, I have a workshop that is, you can start right away. It's over on my website. It's right there, I believe, on the left column. You can see and check that out. It takes about 4 to 6 weeks if you stayed with it, but everybody takes their time and goes at their own pace. And then I'm there if you have any questions about anything. It is a in-depth going into your intuitive connection, and it's how that 8th chakra does that. So if you want to look into that, we have free guided meditations over at my website that can help you connect in different ways. Those are gifts for you. And the weekly newsletter that has all of the upcoming events, shows. It also has, I put out the discount coupons in there for the classes and the workshops that I'm doing. So if you were interested in that, you might want to grab the newsletter or get on the list. That comes out once a week with all the information and things that I've been doing. We are going to be bringing the intuitive painting into this show in the next week or two. So I want you to know I'll be doing that during our show here. So I'm looking forward to really bringing that in, because we get even more information when we do that. And as always, I want to say to you, embrace life, love the life that you have. Love the challenges for what they can teach you. And know that there's this part of you deep inside that you're going to really enjoy getting to know if you give that beautiful person inside of you a chance. There is a lot about you that is divine. It's time to get to know that part, because that's what's going to carry us through. And the focus for August is basically practicing doing that. So think about that as you go through the month of August. And I wish everyone much love on their journey and insight and clarity in making your choices for the upcoming month. Thank you for listening to the show. We will be here next week, same time. Namaste.
You've been listening to The Jenn Royster Show, intuitive guidance to inspire your life. Dr. Jenn Royster is an internationally known intuitive counselor, spiritual teacher, and energy healer. Imagine having the ability to use your innate positive energy to dissolve the stuckness in your life, whether it's emotional, physical, or spiritual, through this incredible dynamic show. If you've missed any part of this show or any other show, visit www.jennroyster.com.